Yo, alright, so I'm gonna do a breakdown on GJ and Gold, two trades that I'm currently in right now at the moment. I guess we can start off on GJ. Let me grab some water real quick. Alright, but I ain't trying to be too loud. My kids are asleep, but let's get it busted. Alright, so basically on the daily, if you drop down to the daily on GJ, you can see GJ was making this impulse move to the upside, right? And then from that point, it just pulled back. It pulled back, created support, came back, retested the support, but for the most part, it overlapped this resistance right here, resistance, again, resistance. Then it came back down, and what I paid attention to, like I got into this trade right here a little early, due to price creating a higher low. If you use your fibs, you'll see how I kind of got tricked or faked out because I used my fibs from that low to that high. Price rejected off the 78. So I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna take price long at this point and ride it back to this resistance. But what happened was price wicked me out, and then I got back in over here, which is the trade I'm explaining now. So yeah, price created a higher low, came back up, touched that resistance, came back down, touched that support, and now I'm expecting price to rally to the upside. And I'm expecting price to get up in this area at the 156.0, somewhere around here. But for the most part, all my targets are short targets, so I'm targeting this resistance, and then if price break this resistance, I'm going to then target this area right here before I jump to my main target. So basically on the daily, we can see price coming from an uptrend, so it's trending overs basically. So then at that point, I just drop my time frame to pretty much just get an understanding of what price doing. Like when price came down here, you could say that it retested these highs, it broke through, came back, retested these highs, created a that came down, created a W to and then went all the way up. So that would have been a decent trade opportunity. Other than that, you could have found trade opportunities within this support and resistance. So once it got to this resistance, tested it, broke down, tested it, then it came in this area. Now you got all this to look at, all this to look at. Then it came back up, rejected it, came down. If you want to be patient, you could have waited for price to break this, then retest. So you see how this support now is resistance. So it went from support to resistance, and it shot down, and then it created that W again, and it shot all the way up again. So every time price was in this area, it created a W, and that's what pretty much made me take this trade right here. So I got faked out in this area. I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me just wait my options out. I'm waking my son up chicken. But yeah, so price came back down to the support and created a zero. I mean, not a zero, but a W. and now I'm expecting price to probably retest these highs or just come to this resistance here, which is, I've been in this trade since it was down here. It's currently right here. I'm expecting it to keep going up some. So yeah, so once I seen that, I just dropped my time frame. So I went from the 4 hour, and mainly on the 4 hour, just setting was like areas of interest. So like right here, I put this. Uh, well, alright, so basically area of interest. So I put these zones, like this zone right here, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlap. So 6, 7, 8, 8 touches. 8 touches from this area, from this zone. So every time price hit this zone, it spiked. So it spiked up. Broke past that zone, touched that zone, spiked down. Broke past that zone, touched that zone, spiked up. Broke past that zone, touched that zone, spiked down, touched it again, spiked down. I almost touched it, spiked down. Broke through it, came back down, retested it, spiked down. Broke through, retest, spike up. Spike up, bam. That's all we can expect. We seeing a lot of bullish momentum. So bam. That's all I do in the 4 hours. So the higher time frames, like I mean a daily, weekly, and monthly. Of course, I'm looking for my overall direction, overall trend in the 4 hour and the 2 hour and 1 hour. I pretty much just set up my zone. So I got my zone set up already. Now I just dropped to the 1 hour. And in the 1 hour, as you see, this the area that I got in now. Okay, so price created this W. It came up and it kind of like rested in this area, creating support and resistance. And as you see, you did get a break and a retest in this area. So 30, we could go to the 30-minute, give you more details. Like I said, um, we got that break and that retest, which was from right here, bam, and it came back down, bam, to retest these highs right here. And so basically what I did was, how I ended up playing this was, um, when I first got in, I got in, I want to say a little early. So I had a lot of drawdown going on. But for the most part, all my other positions was at this retest right here. And then I caught it up. And then once it came back to retest these highs, I got back in for like another position or two at this area. And I rode it all the way up here. And right now, as you see, price is currently resting at this zone that this 4 hour zone that we drew, that we marked up. And it's, as you see, it seems as if price is trying to shoot up and break out of this zone and going on and tap into this area. So because you got a break, a retest once, then twice, and like this line right here basically represent indecision for me, because you got a lot of weeks in this area. And you can't, I mean, it's 30 minutes, I guess you could say, somewhat of a head and shoulder pattern. Something like this to happen in the continuation. I definitely can see that happening. But like I say, with these markets, anything can happen. Alright, I'm up a decent amount. I'm up something decent. Price still going up. Yeah, it'll be decent. Alright. So that's just it's GJ. And the thing about this is all you really is just sitting on your hands to understand. Like most people would have got tricked once they got into this area. And I mean on higher time frame, you don't really see all this noise right here. On the higher time frame, all you like on the 4 hour, you just see something simple, like a W. You just see something simple. You don't see all that noise. So of course, if you was on a higher time frame, you already know that, well, this was just an uptrend. price came through, broke through, created this level of this demand level. Demand, supply and demand levels, and price staying within this supply and demand level, which is a range. But within these ranges, you could find trades basically just selling the highs and buying the lows, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just buying the lows, and once it get up into this area, I'll see how price reacts. Or once it get into this area, see how price reacts, and I'll just sell the highs. Alright, so that's that one. Now, break down gold, this gold trade I'm currently in. So, gold moving. So basically, on gold on the daily, we could drop to the monthly. I think I spotted it on the monthly. Alright, so on the monthly, as you see this zone right here that I drew, but if you look in this area, you got these wicks, it's 4. And then you look over here, you got this gap right here that these wicks sit perfectly in. So bam, 5, 6. Then you got price currently in the area right now, testing the area, retesting the area look like. So that's how that came about, and that zone was placed was right there. So then from that point, I'm like, okay, cool. That's like a perfect double top, and then retest. And that's on the monthly. So on the weekly, I'm actually thinking this is a long-term trade. I think I could hold this trade to this level right here, honestly, or at least the break of these, and then, or at least right here, and then see what price do. It might spike up a little bit. I don't know, but so far so good. So then on the weekly, I just pointed out these higher lows that was being created within this area. Higher lows is being created, so I'm like, okay, price here is trending downwards. Alright, look, push up, push down, push up. Then we get that break, and now we had like a retest. So everything was looking perfect. The only thing that was kind of throwing me off was overall, you know what I'm saying, we did just come from an impulse to the upside. So now we see price in this like channel, if you want to say like a channel. But overall, what it created, lower highs and lower lows. And this is on a weekly. I'm going with what I see. I'm going with what price is showing me. So then I get to this point, erase all this, reach up into this area. So I get into this area, and I'm like, well, price broke through. It looked like as if it's coming back to retest that area before it shoot down and kill these lows. Before it kill these lows. So just keep dropping, because I ain't gonna lie to you, on gold I was a little like, I really didn't know, because if you look at like, yeah, price is moving downwards, but if you look at current price, you had price come down, touch, come down, and then like create like, I don't know if you want to say it, call it W or not. I mean, it is on a daily, so it create a W, a double bottom, and then from that double bottom it create a higher high, higher low, higher high, I'm guessing what a higher low. And that's what I was like, I don't know, gold had me like really not knowing what to do for the most part. So I just sat on my hands on it, and I'm like, this one, everything kick in and everything play out, because it's about not guessing what the market gonna do, but let the market play out. and just run with it. So I then dropped to the 4 hour, and then this is strong. Remember, this is our zone. So this our zone, and with this being our zone, I'm just looking at it like, well, shit. Well, since this is our zone, um, I want to see how price react in that zone. Well, when price came in that zone, it created, I guess you want to say, a head and shoulder pattern. You could say that. Created a head and shoulder. And then as you see, it's selling off real aggressively right now. Bam. You see that? Shit's just dropping, man. And basically, I got in right here at this resistance. Yeah, got in. Got in at the zone right here. And it, and I'm making this my first target, second target. Set my targets up by areas of indecision. So areas with price recently was at rejection, a lot of rejection. So that's how I set my targets.